What up, guys? What up, guys? How we doing? Let me pull up something real quick. Alright, we're all ready. We are all good to go. Alright. Let me... Actually, hold on 1 second. Alrighty, that's probably a little loud. Maybe. We'll see. We will see. Alright, that's probably better. Maybe. This thing's so... There we go. Alrighty, I think we're good to go now. Alright. Get a little fantasy draft going on today. The little board's filling pretty quickly. 26% already. Out of 190,000 entrants. Not a math guy. That's like... Well, 25% of 200 would be pretty easy math. I'll let y'all figure that one out. So, I mean, we're getting there. I'm at 30, or this will be my 30th draft out of a 50 entry max contest, so let's hop into it. I've gotten an absurd amount of 101s and 102s. I'm not complaining, but I would, for my exposure purposes, I would love to not have a 101 or a 102 here, but you know, we're not going to complain about getting the best players in fantasy football. So, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Not going to complain about it too much. Not going to complain too much about it. What up, my one viewer? How are we doing today, buddy? Hopefully this is big enough. Should be. Maybe I can make it a little bigger for you. Maybe that's better. I don't know, that might be the same size. I can't really tell on the OBS. I cannot really tell. These drafts do feel kind of slow sometimes. But it is what it is. It is what it is. That looks about right. Waiting for 2 more people. Alright, please not a 1. Okay, we'll take 105. We will take a 105. I'm just happy it's not a 101 or a 102. I don't see any names in here that I recognize, so that's good. I don't have a Jetta share yet. I'd like to get him where he's falling a little bit. And my YouTube music has stopped. Why is that? I don't understand why it does this. Like, I have it behind my OBS. It should keep playing continuously. But what do I know? What do I know? Absolutely nothing, apparently. If one of these four gets to 5, and then I have a lot of Puka, I have a good amount of CD. I don't have any Jettas. But I just think Puka and CD are better fantasy plays than Jettas. Like, Cup's out of there. Who is he sharing the ball with in a offense with Stafford and McVay? Who is CD sharing the ball with an offense with Dak? Jettas is sharing the ball with Addison and Hawkinson with a pretty much rookie quarterback at the helm and J.J. McCarthy, who we don't even know if he's any good. I just can't justify taking Jettas over these two receivers. I mean, I know Jettas is probably the second best receiver in the league, or the first, depending on how you feel about Chase. I don't know. I gotta get some eventually, but probably not happening today. We already have an auto drafter. Love to see it. This draft's gonna take 20 years off my life. Bijan. Alright. Well. I mean, Puka was hurt. Let's take a CD share, you know. Let's take a CD share for the boys. I'm a Cowboys fan. Let's be a little homer today, huh? Let's be a little bit of a homer today. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the friskiness today. Come on. Neighbors at 7 is rich. This dude at the 8 hole just got gifted Puka. Absolutely gifted Puka. My girlfriend just sent me a TikTok. I'm pretty sure it was about the Luka trade. Not gonna lie. I cried some grown man tears when I found out they traded Luka away from my basketball team, man. It was a rough one. Probably the worst trade in sports history, probably. Trading an NBA superstar in his prime for an old hurt center and a 2029 first round pick. It's probably the worst trade in sports history. I don't know. I can't support the Mavs ever again, though, after what they just did to me. Can't do that. And I don't want to just become a Lakers fan, even though I'm a big LeBron guy and Luka's my favorite player. I don't want to become a Lakers fan. Might have to, though. or just stop caring about the NBA for the rest of my life. Just be one of those guys. I hate the NBA. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We will see. I'm hoping a specific player gets to me at 20. That would be sick. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Yeah, no, did not happen. Did not happen. AJ Brown. Okay. Okay. I will take Jonathan Taylor. I mean, good rushing attack. Puts up a 40 bomb in the fantasy football playoffs last year. I'm assuming Richardson's going to be starting there, so, you know, the running game's going to be better because you have to have a defender. Every run basically is going to have a read key, and they're going to, you know, play the quarterback, so opens up more lanes for Taylor. Does take away a couple touchdowns here and there, but for the efficiency, it's kind of a null point. And he's young. Really good running back. Oh, I have to get in the better habit of pulling this draft board up for y'all. I'm so sorry. And my thing is not center. I don't feel like it's center, at least. It's telling me this is about center. Oh, that's actually, it's telling me that that's perfectly center right there in your screen. So I don't know. I don't know, honestly. I'm not a fan of Tyreek's price rising. Like, I was okay with it being in, like, the 40s. But, at 22, it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? You know? I also don't love this Terry click. He's got to go down, right? Washington's going to add a couple of receivers. And I love Terry as a player, don't get me wrong. And I think Jaden Daniels is very good. But it's like a 31-year-old receiver, 30, 31, who they're going to draft a receiver in the first or second round, probably a free agent or two. I'm just not clicking that in the second round. Not happening. Not happening. Chase Brown. Alrighty. I have a lot of Garrett Wilson, not a ton of JSN. So we're going to switch it up and go JSN right here. I'm actually kind of bullish on the Seahawks offense with Kubiak being the OC. I mean, now, granted, they played the Panthers and the Cowboys, whose defenses were pretty bad. But the Saints put up like 40 and 45 when they were healthy with Kubiak calling plays. And the Seahawks are kind of just a better version of the Saints offensively. If you think about it. JSN, kind of just a better Olave. DK's kind of just a better Shaheed. Kenneth Walker is just a younger Kamara. I can see it. I see the vision. I see it. Alright. Now, let's see how... We have two teams going high T starts here. This dude went 3 RBs. This dude went 2 and a quarterback. Let's see how these teams play out right here. That's a little early for that stack. I've gotten that stack on this end of the board, and that's nice. Getting Hurts Devonta at the 4-5 turn, pretty sick. The 3-4 turn, it's a little rich for me. Okay, so he's got the 2 running backs, the Lamar, Flowers stack. He can save it. He's got to go receiver, though. He's got to catch up at receiver. He's got to catch up. Because in these rooms, man. I mean, it's not even that bad right now. By the time August rolls around, probably not August, because more normies coming in August. June, July, when all the, just this entire board will just be orange. Harrison. I like the DJ Moore click a lot. I think Ben Johnson really going to know what to do with those guys over there in Chicago. I think Caleb is a talented guy who just needs direction. Okay. Ooh, he was really hoping Daniels fell back to him. Couple picks away. Sometimes it's how the cookie crumbles, though, ain't it? Sometimes how the cookie crumbles. Is there anybody we're targeting here? Yes, there is. Please. Oh, my goodness. He's going to auto-draft them. Oh, he didn't. Oh, my goodness. Give me my boy. My pet cat. Even last year. Pet cat. Give me. Gimme. Gimme. Like, I was kind of bullish on the Rashee Rice this year in the very early stages. But then I was listening to some podcasts, some YouTube channels. Like, when he gets suspended, it should already be baked in. Like, this price for a suspension for Rashee Rice is a good price. Like, if he was healthy and not getting suspended, he's probably going in the top 20. He's getting suspended like 4 games. So 45 is a perfectly fine price. It's actually kind of a steal. And the community, and we're going to double count we're already getting the suspension baked in. And we're going to double count it. And he's going to go in like the 60s or 70s. Probably 60s. Late 50s, anywhere in the 60s. And we're going to double count that. And plus, some Twitter doctors, which I know they're just Twitter doctors, but like, they have a reasonably good track record on this stuff. They came out and said, Rashee's knee injury was not like a common, and it might take him a couple years to get back to the player he once was, which that's just super sad. Because if everyone talks, like the Slappies did bad last year because Saquon and Henry buried them. If Rashee Rice stayed healthy, the Slappies would have been fine. He was going in the 8th and 9th round because people were worried about suspension risk. And he was about to smash. He was about to smash. But he gets hurt. Saquon and Henry stay healthy. That's how the cookie crumbles. That's how the cookie crumbles, man. But that's why you play this game over multiple years. Like your ROI one year might be bad, but that doesn't mean you're a bad player. Rome or Tet or Kittle? Rome had 100 targets. Keenan might be leaving. But man, if Tet gets a good landing spot, he'll be going higher than this. He'll be going higher than this. If, like, say Tet falls to, I say falls, he'll be a top. I mean, if he's at 12, the Cowboys are taking him. Like, no questions asked. And so he's going to top 12. If he goes to the Cowboys, him and CD are going crazy. If he goes to the Patriots, man, they have an actual, and I'm not saying, Josh is the best OC in the world, but they have an actual OC calling plays now with Drake May in his second year, which, yeah, that's a smash. The Raiders really wouldn't be great. Saints wouldn't be great. Bears wouldn't take him, I don't think. We're taking an unstacked Patrick Mahomes at 63. Alrighty then. Do what you want to do, brother. Do what you want to do, brother. Interessante. We got a bully tight end in the room. He goes Travion. Alright, that's who we were thinking. This price on James Conner is a little steep in my humble opinion. Tracy's steep. Let's just ball at wide receiver, man. Let's take a shot on another upside rookie. Let's ball. Let's ball. They're both going to be first round picks. I think Luther Burden's really good at football. Mizzou's offense was weirdly operating very, very weirdly. And, he's short. He doesn't create a ton of separation. But it's like, you just get the ball in this dude's hands and he makes plays. And so, landing spot could matter for him. Because, if he goes to, an old school coach who's not going to scheme him up stuff, then, yeah, it's kind of toast, honestly. But it's like, okay, hey, timeout. Just put on your thinking cap for a second. Hear me out, all right? Tyreek doesn't want to be a Dolphin anymore. All right. They trade Tyreek to wherever. Pick 13, Luther Burden. Luther Burden in the Tyreek role. Filthy. Get him in motion. Give him bubble screens. Give him, give him like some option routes in the slot. Let him cook underneath. And then play action. He can get vertical. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a slot guy, he can get vertical. Like, he kind of reminds me, and it's not the best comparison because he's a different type of athlete with the ball in his hand, but just from being a slot vertical presence, kind of Josh Downsy in a way. Like, Josh Downs is a pretty good vertical slot guy, and so is Luther, which is weird because he doesn't create separation, but he's a great athlete. But in the slot, he can get he can stack a corner and get vertical on him. So I mean, my receiving room is just like bunch of young studs out here, man. Bunch of young studs. All right. Are we going another rookie? It's kind of early for rookies. I'm not going. Tyrone Tracy at this price is ridiculous. I don't see the upside in Hawkinson. It's coming on, but let's go Quinshawn. Same thing. If he gets picked in the okay. Thinking cap on again. Boom. Chip Kelly just became the OC at the Raiders. Top of the second round, they go Quinshawn. He's locked into like 80% of the carries. Now it's now a valid question is, do you want 80% of the workload in a Raiders offense when we don't know who the quarterback is? Fair. But 80% of the carries in the 7th round, yeah, I'll take that. I will take that. All right. I mean, quarterback-wise, we're Dak and Geno are late. We can, maybe get a Drake May in there. Maybe say, you know what, Drake May and Tet. We're going to be them boys. I love Drake May. I think he's so good. And it has nothing to do with my UNC bias. Has absolutely nothing to do with my UNC bias. I think Drake May is an amazing quarterback, and I think he is an actual offensive coordinator this year. And if we're being honest, he has an actual head coach, Jared Mayo. Didn't really work out. Now, who's to say that's his fault? That roster sucked. He might have worked out if he gotten more time, but we'll never know. So we will never know, will we? We will not. Is there anybody? Yeah, there is. Please don't take my guy. You don't need him. You don't need my guy. If you brother, you don't need Tony Pollard right there. He snaps off. Okay, maybe we just go. Yeah, let's snag Njoku. I mean, the quarterback play cannot be worse in Cleveland next year. I mean, Watson's not playing. Like, it's going to be better, right? Like, it has to be. And I think Njoku is a pretty solid guy. And with, the Myles Garrett trade rumors, maybe their defense is really bad too. So they just got to throw the ball a lot. Who knows, man? Who knows? All right, we probably would have taken Bo if he came back to us at 101, but his ADP is skyrocketing. It's like maybe I'm missing something here. Like, what's the difference between Bo Nix and Drake May? Besides the fact that Drake May is twice as talented. Like, stylistically, what's the difference? Drake May might even run a little bit more than Bo Nix. I don't know. I do not know. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Like, you can get May 3 rounds cheaper. I can get May at 116, 2 rounds cheaper. Well, depending on how you look at it. But oh, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even realize you can't see. I can see it on my monitor. You couldn't even see what was happening. That's on me, y'all. That's my bad. We take responsibility around here. I'm carrying your love with me, 'cause every day's a dream when I'm carrying your love with me. Dun, 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 dun. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We have 3 receivers through... We have 4 receivers through 9 rounds. What exactly are we doing? 2 turnt Trev. How turnt is Trev? Trev seems very mediocrely turnt right now. Very mediocrely turnt. Okay, he's not turnt whatsoever. Diggs, okay. Off the ACL. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Cause every day's a dream when you're carrying your love with me. Bum 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 bum. Da 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 da. The rookie tight ends, Tyler Warren is priced here only because Brock Bowers smashed last year, which I was on. I had 30% or maybe 40% Brock Bowers last year. Okay. Tyler Warren is not Brock Bowers. I want that to be very clear. Tyler Warren is not Brock Bowers. Stop taking him at pick 100. Now, do I have like 15% Tyler Warren? Yeah. Because if he gets a good landing spot, he's going to rise. And I'm going to have 0 of him the rest of the summer. Okay? Sorry. I know. You guys weren't sure. You weren't going to be able to see. Cause every day's a dream when I'm carrying love with me. Now, if Tyler Warren gets that fullback bullshit, like wildcat, like carries near the red zone, then he's a cheat code in the NFL for tight end fantasy purposes. But I don't I don't see an NFL team keeping that role the way he had it at Penn State. I don't see that. Oh, tight ends are... I'm glad we got Njoku. Tight ends are flying off the board now. Tight ends are flying. Dude, Travis and Najee were such good picks in the first, like, week. They were going, like, right here in the 13th round. Now they're both 10th round picks. Whew. Brother. Talk to me. Talk to me. Come on now. Come on now. I think May's a stud. If he can just get some coaching over there in New England, they are solid. Does he have... No. He doesn't. The problem with Herbert is, like, if you don't have Ladd, you're just not stacking him. You don't know who to stack him with. Like, Will Dissly? Why? Like, if you don't take Jake Ferguson with your next pick, I'm gonna dox your Addy. Like, why are we taking Dak around before ADP without CD Lamb? You're actually, like, trolling. There's no way you're not trolling me right now. If you don't take Jake Ferguson, I'm doxing your Addy, bro. Like, there's no way you just did that to me. Okay, hey, you know what? We're not even gonna, it's not gonna affect us. He's a non-Badger. It's probably the kid's, like, second draft ever. And he's not turned at all. So, like, we're not worried. You better take Ferg. You better take Ferg. And you're looking at it like, yeah, I can get him to come back at 142. I'm taking Ferg at 140, and you best believe it, brother. Yeah, no, this kid's cooked. Unstack Dak, unstack CJ Stroud. Kid's a troll. Travis Hunter, Trey Hare, Tank Bigsby. Oh, yeah. Devin Neal, welcome to the show. Yep. Devin Neal, welcome to the squad, brother. I think Devin Neal is sick, dude. I think he's underrated. Probably the most underrated running back in this class. I mean, I say that. He's going to go, like, third round. But he weighed in at 220, which is, like, we were all thinking he was kind of a smaller back. No. He weighs 220 pounds. I can get behind that. Just queuing Gino here so I don't forget to take him. Also, about to queue Ferg just to troll this kid so he can't stack Dak because he took an unstacked Dak Prescott, which I'm not going to lie, kind of tilted me just a tad. Just a skosh. Shout out Eric. You know who you are, Eric. Eric! Nobody's going to get that reference. But it's okay. That reference isn't for everybody. It is okay. That is okay. Dun, 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 How is the Somnia Variation 6 relaxation music? Is it relaxing? I cannot hear it, but I can only imagine how relaxing you guys are right now. I say you guys. I have one viewer, just to make that very clear, and I don't even know who this viewer is, but they're here like every day, and I appreciate them. For my one viewer, please just type in the comments so I know who you are, so I can talk to you at least. It's probably like my dad or my girlfriend, but still. There's a dream when I'm carrying your love with me. Every day's a dream when I'm carrying your love with me. And Jake Fergie Ferg, welcome to the squad, brethren. Welcome to the squad, brethren. Yeah, yep, Who you gonna stack Dak with now? You done took Dak. You done took CJ Stroud. And they're naked statue quarterbacks. Congrats to Turnt Trove. Like, me and you got beef, and I hope you know that. Oh, he's saying Amari Cooper comes back to Dallas. Me and you both wish that, brother. Me and you both wish. No stacking partners. No stacking partners, so we move. We ride. We ride at dawn. Alright. Bum, 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 bum. Every day's a dream when I'm carrying your love with me. Gino and Fields. Are they going to be 164 and 173? It lines up. We'll see. Let's go Algier. If Bijan misses a significant amount of time. Yeah, we'll go Algier. Like, Algier's worth nothing, or he's worth everything. It just depends on if Bijan misses like a couple games in the right week, or you know, a decent stretch of the season, whatnot. I will be right back. I'm going to get some agua. Gotta love. Nothing better than when you're thirsty. Get a nice cold drink. Nothing better than that. Alright, Jason. Shut up. Shut up. The audience is like, shut up, fatty. We don't care about what you're drinking or how bad you're thirsty. Thir. Like, what are we doing? Geno Smith? You better have DK. Okay. He has DK. Can't even be mad at it. He's got... Now, the question. We need a third quarterback. It's gotta be Shadur, because he's gonna start, right? He's gonna start. He's gonna be a top, at minimum, 6 pick, because the Raiders will take him, and he'll start. By the way, Fields has got to be a starter somewhere. Whether it's Pittsburgh, or whether it's... He's a starter somewhere. 1, 2, 3. I got 4 rookies. I think Colston Loveland's very good. I think he'll be a first-round pick. So, you know, we're taking him past ADP if he comes back to us and Shadur's not there. Okay, this dude had... Okay, Loveland's off. This dude has... Wait. Also getting the wrong squad. This dude has DK. Can't... Oh, he has Kenneth Walker too. Okay. See, like, that's something, like, you know I should check something like that. But it's like... Geno at 149 seems a little rich as well, so... You just kind of gotta roll the dice on that one, I think. And just take your chance. And it's like Fields, you don't even need a stack. Because he's just going to run. His fantasy production comes from running. And it's like, people are taking... Like, where did he go? George Pickens in the 5th round. It's like, if Fields is the starter, it's like, that's bad for Pickens. It's really bad for Pickens. And Hunter Henry goes... You don't need a second or a third quarterback. You got Bo and Herbert. You're chilling, dude. You're big chillin'. You're gooping if you take Shadur, honestly. Okay. He auto. Oh my goodness, he auto selected. We will take Shadur, who Shadur is not good. I do not think he's good at football. I want this to be clear. On the internet, I'm not a Shadur guy. I'm taking him because he's going to start football games. And for fantasy points to occur, you need to start football games. Because someone wanted to take Geno Smith. He was mine. You can't take Geno from me. You can't do that. You can't do that. Roshan goes. That's who I was looking for at 188. Kind of a pipe dream for him to be there at 188, but you know, crazier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Harold Fannin would be 6. I don't like having more than like 6 or 7 rookies on a team, because statistically speaking, there's like 3, 4, 5 rookies that end up mattering in fantasy football per year. But like when they matter, they matter. Like they're just huge steals. And so like if I'm drafting 6 or 7, that means I'm missing on half of them if I get the 3 right. So it's like I don't want to have too many of them, because the other half are kind of guaranteed to be zeros. But you know what? So like Cedric like DeAndre Hopkins is also guaranteed to be a 0, so I might as well take the chance, right? Like I know he's a 0. Oh, one pick before me. We have a Dallas stack without Dak. Wandale, maybe they play in the playoffs. I like Wandale. Quarterback upgrade guaranteed in New York. I think Wandale's not. He got 140 targets. Yeah, give me Wandale. What's the play here? Am I going 3-7-7-3? I get one more receiver. If I get one more receiver, do I feel comfortable with that receiving room? CD, JSN, Worthy. 2 rookies, which can be huge, ceiling guys. They could also bust. Wandale, I know. I mean, running backs need 7, because it's just Taylor and then a bunch of 0 RB guys who could be good values, but that's how you play 0 or hero RB, because Taylor's my hero. Does tight end have anything for me? Maybe a late Elijah Oro or Noah Fant, maybe. What am I taking right here, though? Are we doing the Nick Chubb thing again? Do I need... I have Njoku. Take a share of Chubb at... You know what? Let's do it. Can't hurt, right? if he goes back to Cleveland, maybe Shadur's the quarterback in Cleveland, and we have a little Cleveland stack. You know, it's thin, but Javonte and Jordan Mason are thin. Kendra's thin. Estimate's everything's thin. We're in the pick 200. Whatever. Sue me. I don't care. And Njoku and Ferg. Like, I'd like to have a third, but it's like I also need a third. It really just comes down. Does this receiving room need 8 receivers? I mean, I get 1. This is definitely... This is definitely an Elijah Moore squad. Tez, Jack Beck, or Besh, however you pronounce it. Running back wise, what do we like? We don't mind Estime. We don't mind Gibson. Especially with May. But we can also go Brashard Smith, Jordan James, LeQuint Allen. I love this dude. Alright? I love LeQuint. I think LeQuint is like a really good football player. I'll have 30% of them in the big board or little board, whatever, same thing, right? It really just comes down to his landing spot. This probably is like a 4th, 5th round pick. I don't know. Some people have him up there. We'll see. We will see. Crazier stuff happens in the NFL draft all the time. Right? Crazier stuff happens in the draft all the time. I love Tez Johnson. Call me a slappy. I do not care. I don't care. Call me a slappy. I don't care that he weighs 160 pounds. So does Tank Dell, and he was great until he, got hurt. They say Zay Flowers is like 180. I don't believe that for a second. Tutu Atwell's pretty good when he's on the field, so fight me. I think Tez Johnson's really good. I think Tez is very good. Westbrook Akine is like the funniest fantasy football player ever. All right, what are we doing here? Are we going Antonio Gibson? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go Antonio Gibson. We'll see who's talking to me. Is it receiver or is it tight end? Honestly, it's probably just receiver. Like, the odds that Elijah Oro is like Sam Laporta rookie year, slim. Noah Fant gave you 1 touchdown last year. It's probably just receiver, if we're being honest with ourselves. It's always fun to like wish cast that upside, that like, you know, but it's probably just Elijah Moore. We're kind of just making the bet, you know. Shadur is the Browns quarterback, which is very possible, in my opinion. Shadur throws some touchdowns to Njoku and Elijah Moore, who's a free agent. Like, he could go somewhere and get a bag, too, so that could be a thing as well. I like Jack Beck, but I have how many rookies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 rookies. Kind of breaking my own rule. Plus, we have the Cleveland thing possibly going on, so. We'll do Elijah Moore. Like, he got 102 targets last year. And he's young. He's like 24. It's like, how is this dude 24? I feel like Elijah Moore's been in the league for like 7 years. He was drafted by the Jets. Then he was traded. Was he traded his 2nd year in the league or his 3rd? I don't know. The dude's young. And he's a decent football player. And he's literally going in the 20th round. Who knows? Like, is Beck gonna go undrafted? Aaron Rodgers. Dude has 1, 2. That's his 4th quarterback. We're gonna wait for this draft to finish up, review the squad, and then I'm gonna go eat some dinner. Oh, he's gonna auto draft Beck. No. Oh my goodness, Will Shipley. Beck's not even. Okay, he's gonna auto draft Russell if he auto drafts. Does he even need Russell? Actually, he kind of doesn't. No, he's got Goff, Penix, and Carr. No, he doesn't need Russell. He doesn't need Russell at all, actually. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, and over. We don't know who he took. We go to drafts. We go to completed. We're at 30. Little board. Alright, let's see who he drafted first. Russell. Beckman undrafted, who I think's a really good player. Alright. Let's sauce the squad. Drake May, second-year leap. Justin Fields, Pittsburgh starting quarterback with rushing ability and rushing upside. Good fantasy quarterback. Shadur starts for the Browns for 17 games, and I mean, I would assume they're going to score at least a couple touchdowns. So, Shadur. Taylor, effective rushing with the Colts. Quinshon's drafted by somebody who's going to use him. Yeah. Brian Robinson doesn't get hurt this year and continues being a good running back for the Redskins. Commanders, my bad. Don't cancel me. Devin Neal, fantastic football player. Great running back. Enough said. Tyler Algier, if Bijan happens to miss some games or just an important week or two, he could be vital. Chubb, really just hoping for a miracle, but you know what? Miracles happen. Gibson, hoping that May is throwing to him on third downs, and Josh McDaniels is a real OC and can use him. All right. CD, certified dog, not to say anything. JSN, certified dog. Worthy, certified dog. Tet, not yet certified dog, but he got that dog in him. Luther Burden, extremely fascinating player. Could be really good, could be a bust. We'll find out. Wandale. Shadur could also be the Giants. He could also be a Giant and throw into... Like, the Giants are going to have a quarterback upgrade. It doesn't get worse than Tommy DeVito and Tim Boyle. Alright? It doesn't get worse than that. They're going to have a quarterback upgrade, whether it's Shadur, whether it's... I don't know, some free agent. Like, it's going to be better than Tim Boyle and Tommy DeVito. Elijah Moore, just solid 20th round pick. He's a young guy with talent. He'll hopefully land somewhere in free agency or stay with the Browns. Njoku and Ferg to finish out the squad. Nothing exciting at tight end. All right, boys. This was fun. 30 drafts in to a 50 draft max for the little board. And I'm liking the squads so far. But I'll catch y'all on the next video. Peace out, guys.